Hello, everybody. Welcome back to CJ's Card Corner. Today, I wanted to do my Pokemon Monday and do a market update, and then maybe talk a little bit about Collectr and TCGplayer at the end. That'll hopefully lead into a future video. But let's start with the market. So let's start with sealed. Specifically, we'll lean into some of the stuff that got me into the hobby, which is your Sword and Shield. Like so many of you out there, Sword and Shield drew me back into Pokemon, and got me really excited about the hobby again. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about where those boxes are at, right? So most of the Sword and Shield boxes are making a run. They're continuing to go up in price. Your Fusion Strike is near 1,000. Evolving Skies is still king of the crop. Lost Origin is $700 or $800 a box. You're seeing Brilliant Stars make a run. Even some of the lesser sets are making a run and becoming more and more expensive every day. I would say check TCGplayer for those boxes you've been looking to buy or that you have interest in still adding to your collection, or investing in for that matter, because they're out there. They're going crazy. And every day is a new day with those things. You're selling 5 or 10 boxes a day or more, and they're still selling, everybody. It doesn't matter if they're 500, 1,000, they're still selling. I know a lot of the YouTubers talk about that all the time. They're not slowing down, and there's less and less on the market every day as they become scarcer and scarcer, either because they're being ripped or being added to collections, and they are not adding more and more to the market all the time. So keep your eyes peeled, get what you can when you want it, spend your money wisely, but realize that some of those upper level boxes are getting more and more expensive. So I'm always looking to buy those, but they're kind of pricey right now. So yeah, get them when you can, get them at the price that you feel comfortable with and what you're looking to spend, and look for those to continue to go up in price as time goes on and they become harder and harder to get your hands on. Let's talk a little bit about Scarlet and Violet. Boy, some of those boxes are getting kind of crazy, right? Um, yeah, I would say some of the boxes, and I've talked about in previous videos, Surging Sparks is still underpriced, with that Pikachu being what it is. I would say the market is really healthy on those. They're selling really well, and soon enough, those will start going off the market as well, and I think those prices will start going up. Um, I would say there's a lot of YouTubers talking right now about the underpriced sets like Surging Sparks and Journey Together and some of those underpriced sealed products that are still available in the, $300 to $400 range. Get those when you can, because they're not going to be at that price for long. I would say don't FOMO on them, but you have to be careful. You don't want to miss out. A lot of the YouTubers talk out there right now about how the market is shifting towards buying older product because you can't get newer product, and we'll talk a little bit about Ascended Heroes in a minute. But you can't get newer products, so what do? Well, I want to rip. I want to open. I want to find those cards, those chase cards. I want to have that excitement of opening packs with my kids and all of that stuff. And if you can't open the new stuff, well, you go open the old stuff, right? Whether that's super old or whether that's last block or whatever. So I would keep your eyes peeled for any product out there right now. Get it when you can, and if you want to add something to your collection, add it when you can afford it. These things will be available. They will just be more expensive, and that's just kind of how the market flies. So the good news about investing in Pokemon sealed or buying product at all is it doesn't matter when you buy it. It seems like it always continues to go up, and it's always a good buy. I personally can't afford to jump into a booster box at $1,000 a box. So I won't be doing that, but I know a lot of people that do. So buy those booster boxes when you want them. But the longer you wait, the more expensive they get. So let's talk about Ascended Heroes. This is a subject that's on everybody's minds right now. It's really hard to get your hands on this set. I have people in town here that are standing in line for 45 minutes to an hour and not getting an ETB. They're the stock is gone within 10 minutes of hitting the shelves at every location because somebody knows somebody that knows who the stocker is or has been waiting there. Boy, it's rough out there. I'm glad I got a couple Pokemon Center ETBs because I would not have been able to take my two sons out in this cold and go wait at a Walmart for 2 hours for an ETB. It's just not, it's not within the market for me. And I would say, you know, your scalpers are running rampant. Everybody, I saw ETBs hit Facebook Marketplace 10 minutes after a Walmart stocked. So uh, this is just the way it is right now, and you have to decide: are you gonna FOMO and buy it at the scalper's price, or are you gonna wait? Personally, I'm in no rush here. If I can't get it at a good at MSRP or retail, that's okay. I'll buy some later. But I'm not paying $100 in ETB when the set literally just hit the market. I'll be able to get one at some point. It may not be at MSRP or retail, but I'm not buying the $100 scalper price right now. I hope for your sake that you're also not. But if you have to have it, have to rip it, I get it. It's a gorgeous set. I don't blame you in the slightest. I'm disappointed that it's not more available, but just like any Pokemon set right now, it is not all that available. So, yeah, excited for stock to hit the shelves at some point, but for now, we'll just see what happens. Let's talk about something that's really near and dear to my heart at the moment, which is something I want to do a future video on, but I want to gauge some comments and what people think about Collectr versus TCGplayer for pricing Pokemon cards. This is a huge deal right now. People are posting their Collectr app as the source of truth for how much a collection is worth. And they say, I'm taking $2,000 for this collection. It says it's worth $2,500 on Collectr. I know what I have. Don't send me lowball offers. Well, your collection may not be worth that. It may be worth more than that. There's unfortunately the market does not say Collectr is right. From my experience, Collectr is usually days behind, sometimes a week behind on product. So be extra careful about when you're looking at collections and buying collections. And if people show you their Collectr app and say, hey, this is worth $2,000, be careful. I know that I looked at a collection a couple weeks ago where the guy was like, this is a $4,000 collection. And I said, okay, let me price it. And he was hesitant to send me the list. That immediately was a red flag. But I ended up getting the list from him, and TCGplayer had that collection listed at about $1,500. So I don't know if he took a screenshot of Collectr from months ago or if the price has actually dropped that much, which is probably pretty likely. But be careful when you're shopping for Pokemon cards and don't use Collectr as a source of truth. In my opinion, TCGplayer is the only place for the source of truth of a collection of Pokemon cards, both sealed and um, and singles. Now, I think sealed can use eBay also because some of the bigger eBayers will sell sealed product. So don't be afraid to use eBay, but for a source of truth, I tend to use TCGplayer. So I'd like to hear what you have to say about that. Please comment down below if you're interested in a future video about that, because I'd like to talk about it more. It's something that's weighing on me and the collections I'm purchasing and on deals I'm doing both for selling and for buying at card shows. So I would say, you know, let's talk about it. Let's make this an important subject that we communicate. And you know, I don't see a ton of YouTubers talking about this, but I think that it's something we need to talk about. So yeah, let me know what you think. Comment down below and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and please check out my next one. I'll be posting again hopefully tomorrow, and I hope you have an awesome day. Thanks for dropping by.